Welcome to Movies Redux. Today we are recapping the movie The Hating Game. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. The movie opens with 28-year-old Lucy Hutton at her desk at Bexley & Gammon Publishing, where she and Joshua Templeman assist co-CEOs Helen Pascal and Richard Bexley. Lucy harbors a strong dislike for Joshua, and they engage in childish games, turning even the simplest tasks into competitions. Her disdain for Joshua fuels her determination to outperform him at work. She finds herself fixating on Joshua's wardrobe, noting the different shades of blue he wears each day, but she questions why she thinks about him at all. During a meeting with the CEOs, Lucy and Joshua learn of a new chief operating officer position that both of them want. Each is determined to see the other lose. Lucy becomes increasingly focused on defeating Joshua, consumed by thoughts of making him regret crossing her. She strategizes and plans her next moves, intensifying their rivalry. After work, Lucy calls her mom, who suggests she find a man for the weekend outing. Lucy brushes off the suggestion, but her mother mentions the guy from the office Lucy often talks about, sparking confusion about her feelings for Joshua. That night, Lucy dreams about Joshua in a sexual manner, disturbing her sleep. Upon waking, she considers a questionable plan to seduce him to both infiltrate his mind and potentially get him in trouble. The next day, Lucy dresses provocatively and encounters Joshua, who notices her attire and assumes she has a date. She fabricates plans, claiming she's meeting someone from the office, but in reality, she's alone. She seeks validation from designer Danny, who doesn't believe her story after seeing her in the black dress. Josh, who secretly likes Lucy, takes more interest in her and her supposed date. As they ride the lift, Josh offers her a ride, but she declines, insisting on walking to the cafe. Josh teases her about her high heels and potential discomfort. Initially angry, Lucy calms down when she sees him up close. They share a moment as they look into each other's eyes, leading Josh to impulsively kiss her. In the elevator, awkwardness ensues as it stops, creating a tense atmosphere. Josh drops Lucy off at the cafe where Danny is waiting. Despite Josh's offer of his umbrella due to the rain, Lucy declines and hurries inside. She greets Danny but finds herself preoccupied with thoughts of the kiss, excusing herself to the restroom. Unexpectedly, Josh shows up, and Lucy confronts him for disrupting her evening, feeling manipulated and flustered by the encounter. However, Josh reveals he's simply returning her forgotten bag and insists on escorting her to her date. Surprised by Josh's gesture, Lucy still proceeds with her date with Danny, harboring frustration towards Josh for his interference. The next day, Lucy snoops through Joshua's desk, finding cryptic codes in his planner. A rare Smurf figurine arrives in the mail, puzzling Lucy further. Joshua's remarks about her upbringing on a strawberry farm inadvertently stir feelings of loneliness and homesickness in Lucy. She then receives roses and a note. Lucy suspects Danny sent the roses and note but remains uncertain. At work, she encounters Josh, who proposes they move past the previous night's kiss, to which Lucy agrees. They banter about being normal colleagues and avoiding conflict. When discussing campaign ideas with her boss, Lucy proposes her idea, but Josh interjects with his paintball concept, which gets approved. Lucy briefly entertains violent thoughts towards Josh, but maintains her composure. Josh's paintball idea becomes a reality, fostering camaraderie among colleagues as they prepare to play. Lucy appears unwell, prompting Josh's concern. Despite her discomfort, Lucy participates in the game. Danny suggests teaming up, but Josh intervenes, pairing himself with Lucy. During the game, Lucy's determination leads to injury despite Josh's attempts to protect her. They both collapse to the ground, and Josh calls for the game to stop. As Lucy removes her helmet, Josh notices she's overheated, and before she can say anything, she vomits on Josh. Concerned for her well-being, Josh helps her back to her house. When Lucy's condition worsens, Josh assists her in returning home, realizing there's no one else to care for her. He decides to stay and help despite Lucy's insistence that he leave. When Lucy vomits again, Josh calls his brother, who is a doctor, to check on her, taking advantage of their family's medical background. After examining Lucy, Josh's brother advises rest and attends to her medication in another room. Lucy overhears Josh speaking with his brother Patrick about an upcoming wedding and persuading him to attend with Lucy. After tending to Lucy and putting her to bed, Josh prepares breakfast and tidies up her house. The next morning, Lucy feels uneasy about his actions and warns him not to use similar tactics at work, which frustrates Josh, prompting him to leave abruptly. When Lucy arrives at the office, Danny approaches her with flowers and escorts her to her office. After Danny's departure, Lucy notices remnants of strawberry juice on her desk, a detail she had mentioned to Joshua when she fell ill. Lucy and Joshua grow closer due to her illness, and Lucy realizes she doesn't resent him. Josh is hurt when Lucy reciprocates his affection with a kiss on the cheek and invites him to dinner. That evening, upon discovering the juice and card on her desk, Lucy feels embarrassed for having falsely attributed all her flowers to Danny and now wants to thank Josh. She offers to return the favor, even suggesting attending his brother's wedding, but Josh rebuffs her efforts. Lucy insists and pushes him into the storeroom where she expresses her desire to reciprocate. However, the heat becomes overwhelming, leading her to ask for a kiss. Josh hesitates, suggesting she should save the kiss for Danny that night to determine if Josh's kiss is truly special to her. Despite kissing Danny, Lucy feels nothing, and they decide to remain friends. As Lucy arrives at the street where Josh lives, they cross paths, and she confesses that no one can kiss her like Josh does. Observing the robin's egg blue color of his bedroom, she questions him about it. He explains his desire for more meaningful intimacy rather than rushing into sex. After receiving a call from Joshua, Lucy finds herself unable to resist. They share another passionate moment, but Joshua refrains from kissing her. Later, Joshua informs Mr. Bexley that he no longer requires assistance in promoting Lucy at work, feeling guilty for using her. During a coffee meeting with Danny to discuss Lucy's presentation, Joshua feels troubled. On the day of the wedding, Joshua instructs Lucy to bring her weekend bag to work, leading to Lucy overhearing a tense conversation between Joshua and Mr. Bexley, which leaves her anxious about their disagreement. On the way to the wedding, Lucy and Joshua flirt and discuss their mutual attraction. Lucy admits to Joshua that he was the subject of an erotic dream she had, and that she initially went on a date with Danny because she lied about meeting someone else. They enjoy themselves at the hotel until Joshua's mother, Elaine, calls him for help with wedding decorations. When Joshua returns, Lucy is already dozing off. Joshua confides in Lucy that in the past, women were drawn to him for his looks, but eventually saw him for the decent person he is. Lucy notices Joshua's unease at the wedding and learns that the bride, Mindy, is Joshua's ex-girlfriend. Elaine reassures Lucy that Joshua sees her differently. Joshua opens up to Lucy about needing support because his father, Anthony, who hurt him deeply, now needs help. They finally have sex that evening, and Lucy finds it incredibly satisfying. After returning to the city, Joshua and Lucy openly acknowledge their love for each other. Joshua reveals that he has always loved Lucy and even had his bedroom painted to match her eye color. Lucy is touched by the gesture, and Joshua confesses his love for her, expressing a desire to end their disagreements and be together. Lucy hesitates, citing work as a potential obstacle, but Joshua reassures her and they agree to start afresh. However, Lucy overhears and misinterprets a conversation between Josh and their boss, believing that Josh used their romance to distract her from a promotion. Enraged, she vows to compete fiercely with Josh for the job. Seeking solace, she confides in Danny about her doubts regarding Josh's sincerity. But deep down, she knows Josh truly loves her. After a tough competition, Lucy is shocked when Joshua announces that she will take over as Bexley and Gammon's new CEO. In the end, Lucy argues with someone over the phone about her writers, only to discover that it's Joshua who is taking her out on a date. They share a kiss, signaling a new beginning for their relationship. As they embrace, Lucy reflects, "God, how did I end up this way? I think I'm getting used to this pain." Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting movies. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay awesome.